Hey everybody, and welcome to the White Noise Podcast. I'm here today with my co-host Ethan,
Hiya.
and I'm also with me today with One Penny Too Many, also known as Aaron.
Hola.
Oh,
I was really
right.
delayed on saying hi because I just wasn't paying attention at all.
Yeah, yeah. It was super quiet for a moment, so I was like, okay, but just see, this is exactly how it's supposed to go, and it is, so we're good to go.
I promise it's not because I'm lagging like a super whole lot. It's just because I was looking at my waveform and I was just going, ooh, pretty.
Yeah.
And then I noticed that you said my name and I was like, oh fuck.
Also, is your ping better than it was last time?
Yes.
Just wondering, since you're in a new location.
Yes, I'm in a personal residence now. I'm living with my brother instead of in a dormitory with 80 billion other people on the same network.
Yep. Man, that must have been fun.
So much fun.
Yeah. So what have you guys been up to?
I've been busy
Nothing.
moving to here
Yeah.
to my brother's.
Okay. So I was gonna tell you something. Oh my gosh! Now I'm running a stinking blank.
Happy Memorial Day. We're dating this one.
Oh yeah, we're.
Yeah, this
I
is
guess
our
we are.
Memorial Day podcast. To all of our listeners, all of our 12 listeners. Hope you guys had a
Hey,
happy
Hey,
Memorial
Noah.
Day.
it made it to. Hold on. Let's find out real quick.
I think it made it to like 18 views, maybe.
It did.
Did it really?
It
Are
last
we at
night,
18?
You should probably check watch time though, because it probably is like 2 minutes.
Oh, I guarantee like 4 of those were me just testing if it worked.
Yeah. We are at 18 currently though, for episode 1. Dang, I was really hoping Noah would show up, but unfortunately he didn't.
Yeah,
So.
we tried to get our Xbox friend, or my real life friend, Noah.
Technically, he's real life there for me. Met him a couple times in person. Didn't know it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Technically.
But one of the people that we played Destiny with tried to get him on the podcast today, but he had to go to some stupid family Memorial Day thing with his girlfriend's
Did
family.
he really?
Yeah.
Man.
Apparently
His girlfriend's dad invited him.
Yeah.
And his girlfriend's dad didn't even invite their other sister's fiance. So he was
What?
like, had to
Yeah.
go. Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know if that speaks to like how if Noah's just crushing it in the old like girlfriend's parents department, or if
Yeah.
her sister's fiance just sucks.
Yeah. I
Hope
don't
he
know which
hears
way
this.
that is. Yep. Right. Right. He's gonna say that he's crushing it. You know he is. He's gonna say that he's like, yeah, man, I'm on top of it. Like,
Hey,
'cause it's
Noah's
Noah.
girl's sister's fiance, you suck.
yeah, yeah, exactly.
Can't wait till he watches this and is upset about it.
Yeah, I'm glad it was that reason, because I just thought he was sitting on his butt playing Skyrim or something. That's all he's
No.
been doing recently.
No, he
Okay.
texted me like 4 hours ago and was like, hey, I'm about to go grab something and then I'll be on Xbox and we can play some Destiny. I said,
Oh.
okay, cool. 4 hours later, never showed up.
Gotcha.
Oh,
But I didn't
dude.
wait for him.
I just
Oh. Mm-hmm.
I just took off my watch and I've been working all day, and like the dead skin and sweat buildup that was underneath my watch was freaking grody, dude.
That's
Ugh.
nice, dude.
That's real nice, man.
It's real tasty.
Now I remember what I was gonna tell you. So, speaking of,
Oh, God.
that's has nothing to do with that, by the
Okay.
way. But on topic of Noah with his having to spend time with his girlfriend's parents or whatever, I was talking to mine about the podcast, and she tells me, she's like, yeah, Ethan makes a much better host than you do, and I was like, ow. I was like,
Yes.
Ow.
Get wrecked.
And I told her, I was like, okay, that's just because he's host of audio. He's not host of podcast. He's co-host. So he owns. Shut up. Shut up. and then I paused for a minute. I was like, ow.
I'm hearing Easton's better.
I was like, that real hurt, man. Ow. Really, Aaron? You're really gonna say that? I'm gonna. Ow.
I mean, I don't do anything anymore because my internet sucks.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I mean, you plan to. Which
I
are we
would
going to
love
talk
to.
about that as to how far away the original podcast was made?
Oh,
from
yeah. So
when
It was like
posted?
2 months ago, yeah.
Yeah.
we recorded episode 0 like so long ago. And because the whole plan was, I was really busy with school and stuff. So Aaron was like, don't worry about it. You can record it on your machine and then send me the audio file and I'll take care of editing and uploading. I've got it, because I love to do that stuff. And I was like, dope. So I did that. I recorded it and I sent it to Aaron. And what happened after that, Aaron?
So, where I live, I don't have but 1.5 upload speed, like megabyte. That's it.
Live in the middle of
1.5.
buttfuck nowhere.
And they invited, like, we had an AT&T guy come out and look at everything, and he was like, yeah, there's no way I could ever even get you close to 2. He was like, that's it. That's all you're getting.
Also,
Sorry, man.
Aaron, I have to apologize. I fed you a tiny bit of misinformation.
Uh-oh.
Because we were talking about your upload speed, and we were talking about how when you were trying to upload the podcast, and since it was like an hour-long video, it was taking a really long time on your dog shit connection, and it was
29 hours to be exact.
Jesus, and it still never happened. I actually, when I logged on to the YouTube channel to try and upload it, there was like 2 failed uploads, and I was like, those were Aaron's.
Did you cry a little bit?
I just
Yeah,
deleted,
I would.
I just deleted them.
Yeah.
But I actually learned, because I told you that upload speed doesn't affect download speed. I never thought about confirmation packets, because basically what happens if you're downloading something, your computer has to send packets to wherever it downloaded from to confirm that it downloaded correctly. And that does not take a whole lot of upload at all. So normally you can be downloading just a bunch of shit and also uploading something, and it doesn't affect your download speed at all, because the only thing that's being uploaded from your downloads are those packets saying, hey, we got the files, it's fine. But if your upload link is fully saturated, like completely taken over, and there's no more room, then it does affect download speed. Just because you're downloading the files, but it can't send the confirmation packets back, so it fucks it up.
That makes sense.
So, I was wrong when I told you, as a blanket rule, upload doesn't affect download, because not necessarily true.
Also, if anybody's wondering, yes, my download speed is just as bad. It's like 7. It's like 7 megabytes.
It's really
Yeah.
My hotspot on my phone is the same. The same.
Yeah, you were
So
actually...
I don't know how I get away with playing Xbox. I really don't
What-
understand how I'm able to.
What was it that you were installing? Was it Divinity 2 that you installed on your hotspot because it was better than...
No, I never installed anything on my hotspot because it like messes up my data. Because I
Okay,
have unlimited
yeah.
data, but it just makes it really slow if I do use it. But I did download some like software on my laptop in a Walmart parking lot with my hotspot.
Okay.
It's like 5 gigabytes worth of like download. I did it in
Yeah.
like 10 minutes. I was
Jesus,
impressed.
what kind of software
Nice.
was that?
It was I think Vegas Pro.
Porn?
No, I think it was like Vegas Pro or something.
Vegas porn.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you
that
go.
was it. So also probably I might have to leave in the middle of this.
In the middle of it? Oh, boy.
I swear
Okay.
to God, Aaron.
My parents are getting home. I haven't seen them in over a week. Well, my mom's really the only one I'm planning on talking to.
Meh.
But they're coming home. So for one, I'm gonna have to unload the car. I have to help them do that.
Oh,
And
that's
then
lame.
I'll just come and be like, hey, me, Ethan, and AJ are doing something. Give me a second. I'll be right back. It should be like, okay, cool. And I'll come back. But I'll probably just mute and then like leave for a second and come back.
I mean,
But-
I guess me and Derp just have
Yeah.
to just carry this
Yep.
shit.
We'll carry it.
Wait,
you know?
will
I
this
didn't
be-
say
will this
that I'm
be
gonna
like
have
a-
to leave.
I'm getting up and I'm going for a minute and I'll be back? Or is this like
Yeah.
a
No.
derp,
That'll be
hey,
like
I'm gonna go get pizza sort of?
no.
Hey, hey.
It's not a hey. I'll be right back. Wait in the tower for me before you start this. And
Oh my
then literally
gosh!
just leaves.
I feel
like,
so
just
attacked right
leaves.
now.
This podcast has turned into roast derp, and I love it.
I did it to myself at first because I was like, okay, I'll just get it out of the way and
I
be
mean,
done.
you're just
But
a bad
not
host.
no.
Is all I'm getting.
Yeah, now you guys just
And a bad friend.
yeah. You know, out of when you said AJ, I realized I was like, man, I didn't even introduce myself this time. I really do suck at this. I'm like, man.
Name's
Think
AJ.
about it. Think about it. I did not
Cool, man.
introduce myself.
That's whatever.
Totally did.
Yeah.
Everybody knows who you are.
Yeah, it's all a formal thing. Yeah, the 18 people that
I was
view
about to say,
already know
your
me.
girlfriend and Noah know who you are.
Yeah,
Like, don't worry
exactly.
about it.
Exactly.
Hey, derp, I will thank you for one thing. You did change my. I don't know when you did this, or it may have been like this from the start, and I just never noticed it. But you did change my title in the Discord to producer. So.
Oh, it's both co-host and producer.
Yeah, I saw that.
I did that. What's funny is
Oh.
was that Penny?
Why did
Oops.
Jesus Christ?
Gosh, dude.
Let's try to get the general chat. I don't know. I don't know how this works, man.
Yeah.
It's just hear the bidum of somebody left
Yeah.
the Discord chat, and I'm like, oh
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
God.
I was like,
Aaron, what
I was
the
like,
fuck?
he should have at least told us he was gonna leave. You know, like.
Zero warning.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't mean to.
This super professional podcast, by the way.
Oh
Do you
yeah,
know who we
definitely.
almost got back? I almost got Tavish back. He's with
Did
us
you
all the
really?
time. Yeah. He was on
Man.
all day. He was
Rip
on for
Tavish.
like 5 hours today.
Yeah, you know, so basically, episode 0 when we recorded it, that was like the last time we heard from Tavish for a very long time. We
Really
did not
was.
expect that. We did
Yeah.
not expect that.
We got him on to rail about the Virginia PD,
Virginia, yep.
and then he just pieced.
And then he went to jail.
And
That's
yeah,
crazy.
he was gone. He couldn't pay for it.
So another one of our, so Tavish is gonna be a married dude soon,
Yes. Yep.
Wow.
and also Tay got engaged.
Whoa, for real?
Married people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did not hear about this one.
Yeah,
Okay.
Tay and his longtime girlfriend. Me and Aaron.
Yeah.
Went
Since
to
I've
high
known
school
him.
With Tay.
Yeah. Dude,
Uh,
you were telling me so many stories about that while playing Destiny. What was that, like a month or so ago, Ethan? You
Oh,
were talking
yeah.
about that? Yeah. Gotcha.
Yeah,
Now
yeah.
God won't cry.
In our group chat, we were Aaron congratulated Wyatt on his recent engagement. Wyatt and Tay are the same person. Tay's just a nickname, but
Yes.
Aaron congratulated Wyatt on his engagement, and I said, "Yes, now you can have sex and God won't cry," which was a reference to when Jeremy was on the RT podcast,
Mm-hmm.
because Barbara asked him, it was like, why did you and Kat get married? And he was like, so we could have sex and God wouldn't cry. Was his reason.
Kind
for
of thought that
getting
was
married.
from a comedian. I couldn't remember where it was from.
No,
I was
that
just
was-
thinking it was a comedian.
Because same situation with Jeremy and Kat is they'd been like dating since high school and all the way through college, and they just dated for so long, and then they got married. And they'd been living together, and they'd been together for so long, and then they were just like, yeah, let's get married.
Mhm.
Let's make
That's
it
why
official."
whenever you hear Jeremy go, yeah, I had that experience once about something, and it's like for a relationship, everybody knows that he's talking about Kat, and
Yeah,
that's like a
'cause
it's like
it's
a
the only
constant
one.
joke. Yeah. Yep.
Sort of the same thing with Tiff and Tay. I don't know if I'm pretty sure Tay had girlfriends before Tiff.
Tay's the player.
I don't know if any of them were none of them were like long term. I don't know. None of them were very
Yeah.
serious. But I know that Tiff, Tay was her first boyfriend, and maybe last.
Wow.
We don't know.
Maybe. Yeah. We
Who
don't know.
knows?
When
We don't know. He could be Jeff. You
when
know.
she-
We don't know.
It's true. When she snapped me and was like, "Oh, BT Dubs, I got engaged." We were already having a conversation, and then she just sent me a picture of her hand with the ring and was like, "BT Dubs got engaged." I was like, "Oh wow." One.
I
good
wasn't
on-
surprised. I was like, cool. Right?
No,
I never,
I wasn't
just didn't have
surprised
a
at all.
reaction. I was like, yeah, I knew this was going to happen soon.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Tay's graduating in come the next term, so it makes sense.
You're losing your roommate.
Oh yeah, I know, dude. It's so sad. I'm gonna have to room with my friend Brad.
Hey, I want to see if you can hear this. Hold on.
Brad. Oh no.
Is that loud?
Yes.
No,
Throw a
but
bottle at the door.
okay. It wasn't like ow my ears hurt loud, but it was noticeable.
It wasn't loud to us. We'll see how it sounds in the recording.
Yes, this is
Alright.
true. Yeah.
But no, when Tiff first, she was like, "Hey, BT Dubs, I got engaged." I was like, "Oh, congratulations." To who? She was like, "Wyatt, obviously." And I was like, "I didn't want to assume anything."
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
It's like, I
I
know
don't
you
want to be
guys.
that guy.
You guys have been dating for like 5 years, but I didn't want to assume.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's been longer than that.
Has it been? I don't
Yeah,
know.
because it's since I've known you.
I don't know how long I've known them.
So
6,
I've
7 years?
been so in 10th grade is when I met you guys. So for 7 years, right? How old am I?
Yeah, how old are you?
I was
Let's
about
think
to
about
say,
it for a moment.
7 does not sound right.
No, it doesn't. I
Sounds
think
like-
it's 6. I think it's 6 years.
Because I,
Because 10th, 11th, and 12th grade, and then I've been out of high school for 3 years. So
I
that's
met
6 years.
them. I met Tiff and Tay before they were dating, but I met them in the fall of 2012 is when we met. And I don't know when they started dating. It just sort of happened one day, and I was like, cool. I can't put a date on it. I suck with time frames. As far as like what year. I only know that it was fall of 2012 because me and my dad were like, when did I start school at Union? I have no idea. And we tried to like suss it out because we were trying to figure out like when we took our vacation to England, because it was the summer right before I started at Union. We were trying to figure out like what year it was, and me and my dad were both like, I don't know. It was one of those years.
Somewhere in there.
I was
yeah.
like 11 or 12 or 13 or 10. I don't know.
I was 4.
No, I knew when we took the trip to England. This is gonna be fucking awful, but I knew when we took the trip to England because when we were in England, I had a tablet, I had a Kindle Fire, and on it I was watching the very first episodes of Let's Play Minecraft because that's when those were coming out. So I knew when Let's Play Minecraft had started. So I was like, that was in the summer of 2012.
Jeez.
So that's when we took that vacation. 'Cause I remember
Jeez.
Digging
sitting.
with swords.
I remember
Yep.
sitting in the lobby of our bed and breakfast in Wymondham, England, watching Wipeout.
Wow. Yeah.
That's how long I've been watching Achievement Hunter content.
Yeah, that's something weird to me. That's what I'll do sometimes too. Is I'll end up thinking about like high school or whatever, and I'm like, man, how long ago was like this happened in freshman year or whatever? And I was like, well, what YouTube videos was I watching? And then I'll check, and I'm like, whoa, that's like super far back, because I remember watching those videos, and I was like super young. And it's weird how we're able to like connect with that based on YouTube videos more than we are with like what was actually going on.
I tell you what was mad is I used to watch Let's Plays over and over and over again because how I got them was I didn't have internet at my house at the time. For the better part of my teenage years and years before that, I didn't have good internet at my house. It was like it was either dial-up and then we didn't have internet at all. Aaron can tell you, like when we went to school together, I just didn't have internet. I couldn't play online. For the longest
Nobody
time.
there did, except for Tay. He only played GTA.
That's
Gosh.
very true. But what I would do is I had a third-party app on my Kindle that would download YouTube videos. Back when that was a thing.
Yeah.
And so
Oh,
I would
yeah,
like.
because we'd watch them when we would go on trips together.
So then I would, anytime I would visit somewhere, I would visit like an internet cafe or something. I would go to like PJ's or something with Wi-Fi, and I would just download the entire storage of my Kindle Fire, which was like all like 10 gigs of it. I would just download Let's Plays, and then I would be like, all right, this is my rotation of Let's Plays. It would be like all the most recent ones for like the past week or 2 weeks, and I would just download all of them, and then I would watch them over and over and over again as just entertainment until I got access to Wi-Fi again, and then I would delete all of those and then refresh them with a new 8 gigs of videos.
Yeah, I started doing the same thing because I had internet, like it was really bad internet. Like it was barely internet to do anything on. Like you make a download an app on, but at night, or we only had like 2. We only had like 10 megs of like, good internet. Oh, hold on.
Jesus Christ.
Man, so professional, by the way, guys. We're just like
And
the best.
If it was in the middle of my story, would have been fine. Because who needs him? I'm talking. It's me time. But I let somebody else talk. I pass the limelight over like the gracious God that I am.
Right. Yeah.
And as soon as I do it, he leaves. That's it. Aaron doesn't get to talk anymore. He's lost his talking privileges.
He's lost his talking privileges.
I have the talking stick now.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. My turn for the talking stick.
I have the talking stick.
Was it the what movie did that first? Because all I'm thinking of is Cheaper by the Dozen. It's the only one I'm thinking of.
That's what I think of too.
That's what. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm done with the talking stick.
What was Cheaper by the Dozen? What was the other movie that did that? Yours, Mine, and Ours. It was the
Yes, there it is. Yeah, same sort of concept too. It's like a weird.
But that was like Cheaper by the Dozen was they had all of those kids and then adopted some. But Yours, Mine, and Ours was like a father of like 5.
It was like the
a mom
Brady
of like
Bunch.
8. And they just got married because they had been like a high school fling, and they got married. And then it was about their sibling or their children not getting along, and then they worked together to break up their mom and dad. And then they realized they're like, oh, and working together to break up mom and dad, we actually realized that we kind of like each other and we want to keep on being a family. And that was the whole moral of the thing. And then at the end they were like, well, I guess we're gonna, because it was like the parents were about to break up and they were like, I don't think this is gonna work. And then the kids are like, oh shit, it worked. And then they go to their parents and they like, there's this whole like elaborate try to make up plan. Be like, no, literally all the shit that went wrong, we did that on purpose to try and break you up. And they were like, and then the parents were like, why would you do that? And they were like, we thought we hated each other at first, but then it turned out to be okay.
Yep, it was all right. It was all good.
Wasn't like Drake Bell in that movie?
Yes.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah,
Totally
and it was Dennis Quaid was the dad.
Yeah.
I
don't remember who the mom was.
Wasn't. Oh my gosh! Wasn't the chick for iCarly and Megan for
Miranda
Drake and Josh?
Cosgrove?
Yeah, wasn't she?
She was one of the little sisters, wasn't she?
Yeah.
So it had. Wait.
It had
Drake Bell.
Drake.
And Miranda Cosgrove in it.
Yes.
Wild. That's wild.
Realizing that is just like
movie either.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, I'm looking this up. I want to see if
go
it was
for
a
it.
Disney movie, because if it was, that makes sense.
Yes, but
that
was that before? Wasn't that before Drake and Josh?
Oh my god, Yours, Mine, and Ours has a 6% on Rotten Tomatoes. Jesus Christ, people don't like this movie. Oh wait, is this the... No, this is this one.
Hold on, I'll look up the year that Drake and Josh started, and you tell me when that was released.
Okay.
Yeah, release date. Okay, yeah.
All right.
I got mine. So I have January 11th, 2004.
This was 2005.
Oh, okay. So
Drake and Josh was before this.
Was before. Okay.
I can't find out like what studio produced it.
Oh.
Well, I'm trying to find the Yours, Mine, and Ours from 2005, not the Yours, Mine, and Ours from 1968.
Right. Also, fun tip, not to make you feel dumb, but I'm pretty sure it's Disney that owned Drake and Josh. Unless you meant to say Disney for Yours, Mine, and Ours to make it weird. Let me see. Yeah, so it's Nickelodeon for Drake and Josh.
It
so
was Nickelodeon
if it's
for Drake and Josh and iCarly.
Yes. So if it's Disney, for yours, mine, and ours, that's gonna be weird.
That is going to be weird. I said Disney thinking Nickelodeon. And
Gotcha.
yes, it was made by Nickelodeon Movies.
Okay, then never mind. Not that weird. Not that weird. It's, if anything, that's like a promotion for Drake and Josh secretly, you know?
Yeah.
Which that's what it could have been.
It was the chick was Rain Russo.
Oh, and the chick that played as Lindsay McGuire's in that too. I'm pretty sure she's the older sister, one of them.
No, I don't want the Danielle Panabaker?
The blonde one. Blonde.
Because, no.
What do you mean?
That wasn't
No,
Lindsay
let me see.
McGuire.
I thought she was in this. Wasn't she?
Don't think so.
What? Am I thinking of... Oh, you know what? I might be thinking of Cheaper by the Dozen. Hold on, let me see if I am.
If you are, then you're completely right. Because that is
Yeah,
Lindsay McGuire.
yeah, that's it. That's what I'm thinking of. Just
It's
ended up getting
because they're
confused.
damn near the same movie.
They really are, dude.
Dude.
Oh, it's so weird.
Can't remember the last time I thought about Yours, Mine, and Ours and Cheaper by the Dozen.
Yeah, yeah. Dude, the things that this podcast will do.
And that made me... And Yours, Mine, and Ours made me think of Dennis Quaid, which made me think of freaking Beethoven.
Oh, yeah.
The dog movie.
Yeah. Yep. And that came out with like, geez, 5 or 6 different movies for it.
Yeah.
It's like the weird Air Bud series.
I was just about to mention Air Bud.
Yeah.
Because there was Air Bud, then there was like Air Bud 2, then there was Air Buddies.
Yes. Yep.
Oh gosh.
By the way, viewers, Ethan and I are like legit the same person.
We're the same person.
So, yeah. Yeah.
Because if AJ lays down like some obscure deep pull reference, like just a deep cast trying to reference something, the amount of times, it's not all the time, because there's some things you've seen that I haven't seen and vice versa, but
right.
the amount of times that you reference something that's just a really obscure reference that I get that you expect no one to get, but I do get it, is startling.
The best moment for me of like that shock feeling of when you understood something was the stinking Randy Feltface moment.
Randy Feltface.
Yeah.
That's the one that I think of every single time.
Exactly.
Because you didn't say anything. You didn't say anything about Randy Feltface. You didn't say
Nope.
Australian. You didn't say puppet.
Nope.
None of those.
Nope.
You said we were talking about like reading a fictional novel versus hearing a funny story that's a lie. Because in Randy Feltface, he's this comedian, but it's a puppet, so it's like a puppet show, but the puppet is a comedian, so it's this whole like act that the person who is Randy puts on, and it's really, really well done. And if you can look it up on YouTube. I suggest you go check it out. It's a really, really funny Randy Feltface. But one of his bits is this whole story about him going to pick up a bookshelf that he found in Gumtree. And I'm going to spoil it a bit, but at the end of that bit, he says, I completely made that up. It's not true. Never met that person. That story never happened. I wrote it all myself. And there's just silence throughout the crowd. And he's like, don't you feel so robbed? Don't you feel so, like, unsatisfied with that conclusion? And he's like, how come we can feel so satisfied and so, like, this euphoria of reading a fictional novel? Like, you can read like The Hunger Games or Lord of the Rings or Harry Potter, and you're like, wow, that was an amazing story that somebody came up with. That's cool that they came up with all those different characters and the way that the story played out and all that. That's really cool that they came up with that. That was a nice story, and we can feel such satisfaction from that. But if somebody tells us a funny story that they brandish as first-hand experience and then say it was a lie, how do we feel so robbed? But the suspension of disbelief comes when you're hearing a first-hand account story from a fucking puppet.
Yeah.
So
you forget that though.
You do.
Forget that
you
though.
totally forget that, because when
Which
he was
is
like,
weird.
he was listing off all this stuff like he was reading it, and I was like, damn, he actually memorized all of this. I can't, because I don't see him reading any papers or anything. and then I remembered it's a fucking puppet.
Yeah.
But
Oh, wait.
we were talking about that concept of like reading a fictional novel versus hearing a story that's made up, and the different sensations of satisfaction versus unsatisfaction. And you were like, actually, there's a comedian that I really like that mentioned that point.
Mm-hmm.
And I, without missing a beat, I was like, are you fucking talking about my boy Randy Feltface?
Yeah.
we
Dude, we both just lost it. We were like, no.
We were like, no fucking way. There's no way
Yeah.
that you've heard of him too. And we're like, we have. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I sat there awkwardly like I'm doing right now.
Mhm.
It was like,
Yep. Welcome back, by the way, man.
Thanks.
No, you don't get to speak.
Also, I
Yeah.
forgot that I paused this. Like I muted this mic, but didn't mute Audacity. So have fun, Ethan.
Oh, man. No, we didn't. I mean, because you muted your. Oh.
No, I'll take care
Yeah.
of it. I'll just mute. I'll just have to. Fuck.
It's just gonna be a
Yeah.
line of dead silence. It's not gonna be.
But it
like,
won't be
it's just gonna
dead
like
silence.
little-
There'll be background noise.
Yeah, because I
There'll
walked in my
be-
room and started
yeah.
talking to my mom.
I'll just.
Yep. You putting the bag away.
I'll
like-
edit it. I'll edit it out.
You're great.
You're making more
You're
work.
Great.
You're making more work for me.
You're welcome, Ethan.
It's supposed to be super easy. Drag and drop. Just put it in the right place. Bada bing, bada boom. Export it, then upload it, and it's fucking done. It's supposed to take like 5 minutes, like it did last time. You're making more work for me. Jesus.
I mean, you don't have to make thumbnails or intros.
You're right.
I
Yeah.
did that.
You did do that, and I'm thankful. I don't know why
Oh,
I went
okay.
like Brooklyn.
So
So I have a story. All right.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
This is a story slash. I want y'all's opinions. All right. So
Do you
today, yeah. So today, me and Tavish started a new Divinity run, Divinity 2
Oh
run.
boy.
And
Okay.
it's
Again?
Dude, that game is so freaking good. That game is so good. Like,
They come out
there's
on
no
another
matter
one.
how many times. Yeah, but it doesn't. It's not the same. Have you seen it?
It's not. Yeah, I saw it.
It's
I
dumb.
know.
I'm mad.
I know.
I'm
I
real
know.
mad.
Divinity 3,
But-
the original sin.
It's
No,
like what they're doing
it's-
is they're making it like a what's that one game called? What is it? What's that? There's that game that does it. It's just like a strategy game, kind of like the same thing. So everybody's like
XCOM?
Yeah,
Total
XCOM.
War?
They're making it like
Yeah, they're
XCOM, where
making
you like
it
go
like
through different
XCOM.
instances, and like you start
Yeah.
out and you don't just like free build characters and stuff. That sucks. But what I want is I think Ethan over here should get Divinity 2, and then we could record like very small gameplays of it and upload it on the podcast channel. Because like you can see everything. Like it's not like it doesn't have to have different player perspectives. Like it would just be us.
There's
Like-
certain moments to where you have Tavish Edition, and Tavish Edition is where Tavish goes and he's like, I'm gonna do this real quick because I know how to do this, and then that's off screen. You don't see that. So
Yeah, but like
you
we
know,
wouldn't do that for this. We wouldn't do that for this. But like I'm trying to convince Noah to get it. I'm trying to convince Ethan to get it. I think he needs to. But that game is too freaking fun, man. It's so
it is.
good.
It is a good game.
What I'm doing
Alright,
right
I'll
now,
think about it.
You should.
Okay.
It's not
I'm
that
actually
much, but you
earning
would
money
love it.
now, so
Aha.
My build
You
I'm
have
doing
no
right now,
excuse.
it's stupid. I'm using a like a two-handed staff and using an enrage ability, which makes me like crit all the time. But normally it'd make you where you can't cast abilities. But if you use like physical abilities, you can still use those. So I just use those for movement and just go up and bop people with a staff for like 100 damage.
Mhm.
It is just like I 3-hit people with a staff.
you just hit them with your staff infection.
Yeah,
and then
I literally just
eat
smack
yourself
them
away.
It's amazing.
Think. So, and another cool concept to it, Ethan, is that it has a lot of the same traits and feats and attributes that D&D does. It's just named differently.
Okay.
So, and some of the element usage and the vocabulary is a lot the same. Like when it comes to like on the field. So whenever there's there's poison on the ground, you can ignite that with fire, similar to some versions of D&D that I've seen, where you
Yeah.
can do that similar to like oil. Yeah.
You can use oil to do that in D&D.
Yes. Yeah. You can do that on here too. But poison, you can
And
burn poison.
Alchemist
So-
Fire.
Poison
Yeah.
explodes too. So if you want to run like a poison wand and a fire wand and make your fire wand be the offhand, your poison wand will hit him first, apply poison, and then your fire wand hits him and then explodes and doubles the damage.
You said poison wand and fire wand. All I thought of was HIV and then syphilis.
I mean, that's what it is.
Yeah.
This is my HIV dick, and this is my syphilis dick.
with the power.
And then you use the necromancy
Both
skill
powers
called
combined.
infect.
Yeah.
Captain STI.
Yeah.
God. Got that kind of herpessyphilades.
Mhm. God.
Aaron,
Oh,
what the
man.
fuck were you talking about before you yeeted yourself out of the podcast?
Yeah. What
I don't
was
know.
that?
I don't know.
Dang it.
What was it?
So okay, what's gonna
What'd I
happen
say?
now?
What'd I say?
I don't know.
We got like 2 different topics done.
We had to
by the
pick
time
up
that
your
you came
slack
back.
with
Yeah.
cheaper by the
It was-
dozen and yours, mine, and ours of all.
And then
things.
us being the same person. So we got 2 topics done while you were gone.
Didn't you have like
I didn't know
some
what it
things that you
was.
wanted to? Didn't you say like I want to talk about this and this on the podcast this week? Did you text us about that earlier?
You guys' audio keeps
I-
going out for me.
I
Pretty
sure
good.
didn't.
That's
But,
probably because your internet's dog shit.
yeah.
All kinds of technical difficulties.
As you were talking about at the very beginning.
Just dead silence from inside.
No,
Yep.
no, okay. So I think my internet was messed up. You'll hear it. You'll hear it in the audio. I was like, oh, I'm not getting any audio from you guys. Oh, now I can't talk. you'll see when you get to look at it.
Oh boy, that'd be fun.
The pains of doing a remotely recorded podcast.
Yeah. Crap, what was I talking about, man?
Yeah, we have no idea what's going to happen now, and I know for a fact this is exactly what's going to happen, is that you're going to watch this episode, and then you're going to hear yourself cut off, and you're going to go, I remember now! Like, that's, no matter how long it is
Yeah.
from when this gets posted, you're going to remember as soon as you hear it.
And I guarantee someone in the audience is gonna be like, "Oh, silly gooses, I remember because I just listened to that." And they're not gonna remember. And they're gonna, "What was he talking about?" They're gonna scroll back, hear it, and be like,
Mhm.
"He was talking about this," and then they're gonna put it in the comments, be like, "Hey, Aaron, you were talking about X
Yeah.
topic."
Yeah.
You dingus! How could you forget? It's right there.
I'm not even sure.
That's
'Cause
like
you can
15
go
minutes in the podcast. We don't have watch
backwards
time that far.
in time.
We don't have watch time. Hey, I at least know one
Let me
other
check our
person
average watch
besides.
time.
I know somebody other than the 3 of us, or even 4 if you want to include Noah. Supposedly, I know another person that has watched all the way through. So
I know 2
mean,
people who
we
have
gained a
claimed
subscriber.
to watch all the way through.
gained a subscriber. That's nice. I know who that is. That's probably Carly, because she's nice.
My girlfriend and then another friend of mine claimed to have watched the podcast all the way through.
Gotcha. Also, fun fact, and I know he's probably gonna be watching this one as well. If you look, are you still able to see where the people are to when they watch your videos? Like in what country or state they're in? Are you still able to do that or no?
I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know.
Because if just as a little tip, you're gonna, if you're able to see it, you're gonna see a line that goes to Spain. That's because I've been letting a friend of mine know from Spain about this podcast. So when you
Hold on,
see
I
it,
clicked on the
if you
map.
do,
We'll see.
If I
yeah,
if I had seen that, I would have just assumed it was a VPN.
yeah, yeah,
I'm like, nobody in Spain wants to hear what we have to say.
yeah. That's why I'm letting you know.
Fun
But yeah,
fact.
he's pretty cool.
Average watch time for this video, or for our last video, is 9 minutes and 27 seconds.
Sounds about
Oh my
right.
God.
Out of an hour.
Yeah, out of
but,
an hour.
But if Ethan loaded it up 4 times, I loaded it up 1 time, and so those average watch times are gonna really factor in. It's like
Oh,
down the
yeah.
average. a
Yeah.
lot.
By a
And I
lot.
only watched like a minute of it just to make sure it was working.
Same.
Mm-hmm.
Multiple
So,
times.
but the average percentage viewed is only 15%. I don't know, man. There's probably like 4 people. Average.
Yeah, out of the 18, yeah,
So,
probably.
we-
See how many YouTube Premium views we had? 9. 9 of our people are rich boys.
Wow. Yep. I know
4 of those are
two
mine.
of those. I know 2.
One of those.
Yeah,
is
and
mine.
4 of those are you rich people.
Oh, 4 of those are so and so's, and 4 of those are Ethan's, and then 1 of those is mine. That makes our 9. Found out.
Yeah. Yeah, we found out right there. We got all 9 down instantly. Wow. Good job, guys.
Oh my god.
Dude, I can't live without YouTube Red. That thing's
We're
the
not-
best.
Yeah. And we're not doing this for views though.
Not
Yeah,
sponsored.
no.
No.
I don't.
Hashtag not spawn.
That's why when I'm like, man, I'm a terrible host, I'm mainly joking because I don't expect it to matter. You
When
know.
we say it,
like,
we're not joking.
Oh, thanks, Ethan. I appreciate that. Is this for what I said yesterday? Is that what this is? Is this
Oh,
just
that-
payback?
My
Oh, that was
girlfriend
funny.
Dude.
The joke you said about my
Dude.
girlfriend,
That was rough.
Yes.
which she watches this by the way.
I didn't say anything. I'm a nice
I
person.
felt bad.
Yeah.
I was at work and I laughed. I was like, ooh.
Dude,
That's rough.
when I sent that, I was like, ooh, and I leaned back for a bit. I was like, that was bad. Like I was like, ooh.
I had taken a break from what me and my brother were working on electrical stuff. We were working on finding out where old electrical lines are run through his renovation house because whoever ran the cable in his house before, it was batshit insane. And I took a break from that and I was like, oh man, it's hot. Be at work in here trying to figure out what these lines are going. I'm just gonna it's the group chat. People have been talking about me in the group chat. Let's see what it is. And I look and I'm like, it's everyone starting with it's what happens every single time Tay is in any conversation with me. Is Tay kicks off the fuck Ethan and everything he stands for, and then everyone else is like, oh, is this the bandwagon that we're about to hop on? And then everyone hops on the fuck Ethan bandwagon. That's exactly what always happens. Is Tay is like, you know what, fuck Ethan, and then people just come out the woodwork and they're like, you know what, yeah,
For real.
This
Fuck
kid like
that
pops
guy.
in for the first time in a month. He's like, yeah, I agree.
Yeah, Eric even showed up and decided to say something.
As soon, I promise you, it happens all the time. Is as soon as Wyatt's like, yeah, fuck Ethan, everyone's like, yeah,
Yeah.
who's a fucking asshole?
My favorite bandwagon to hop on in the group chat is Love and Noah bandwagon. I do that a lot. I try to
Really?
start it sometimes.
That is
Dude, you-
just you.
You blow Noah's dick. Like
Yeah,
no one's
for real.
business.
For real, I was like, dude, he needs to calm down. Like, I'm like, it's every single post.
What did you? You took a screenshot of like
I did. It was on my
of a
Facebook.
Facebook post of him
It
and
popped
his
up
girl.
4 days in a row, and I was like, why does this
That's-
keep popping up?
It was twice. I remember seeing that in the group chat. I'm like, dude, I saw this already.
No.
Calm down.
See, he posted the other one, and then she posted it on her Facebook and tagged him
Oh
in
my-
it. And
oh
then
my
he
gosh.
was like, "This is my girlfriend, guys." I was like, "Oh, cool." And then she posted it on her Facebook, and then it popped up because he was tagged in it on mine, and I was like, "Oh."
Jeez. Okay, I have a great moment to talk about that happened, which I think I planned on talking about it before. Was what was it that you sent one time in the group chat? This was back before we were using Snapchat group chat. It was in the text messages. You sent some weird
Aaron.
funny comment. Aaron. He sent some weird funny comment about coffee and how it's better in certain times to have it cold, and then it's better to have it warm,
Hold on,
like
let me grab my
hot
phone.
coffee.
Oh.
Freaking trying to, it's about him.
Let me see.
Oh, you're gonna look it up?
Yeah. I just
Try to
save all my memes.
scroll
I don't.
all
Okay,
the way
cool.
through.
So
No.
I
I'm just going through my memes.
I decided that because I was like, okay, like I kind of understood why Aaron would post it, but anybody else, it'd be kind of weird for them to post it. So I showed it to my dad and I was like, look, this is something that like a friend of mine sent me in this group chat, and my dad immediately goes, okay, I don't get it. And I was like, he's talking about like between cold and hot coffee and when it matters to have it. And he's like, but that's not funny. And I told him, I was like, I know, but that's his type of humor. And then he immediately just looks at me straight faced and he goes, is he gay? I was like, no. No.
The age-old question, man.
Yeah.
Same.
It's like, no.
Sorry. When I was at college, especially my freshman year, because now most of the friends that I have know my sexual orientation, but especially freshman year, people would, like, I'd be friends with people for a little while, and they'd be like, Ethan, I've been meaning to ask you. I'm like, yeah, what's up? And like, are you gay? And see, the thing is I'm not. I'm straight. I'm just not a very not masculine person at
Very
all.
feminine. Yeah.
Super
Little tiny
metrosexual.
Straight feminine.
But so I thought it was hilarious when people would think I was gay, because I'm like, yeah, that's fair. And I would think I honestly thought it was funny, because I know that they're feeling super awkward about it, and them being like on the fence, like not knowing, it's like, is he gay? Is he straight?
It's like a major
this?
leap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're like really like tiptoeing around the subject, and I think that's hilarious. So they would ask me, "Are you gay?" And I would just laugh, and I would just bust out laughing. And it turns out that's not the best way to convince people that you're not gay.
No.
Is laughing in their face when they ask you. And I'm like, no, I'm not gay. They're like, okay, I'm just making sure. There were so many people who were like, he said no, but I'm still not sure. And then there were a few people that were like, he says he's not gay, he just doesn't know it yet.
Yeah.
Most of those were gay dudes who had crushes on me, who thought that they could turn me. It didn't work. I'm not as flamboyant as Toby from Misfits.
Right.
But like, he's like super flamboyant but still straight somehow, question mark.
Somehow.
But
Somehow.
I'm kind of like that. Not to that level, but just like,
Right.
you know, I'm not a very masculine person. I'm not a super
Yeah.
Chad dude. But yeah, I like vaginas and their constituency.
This bothers me. Now that I want to take it back from me saying that I'm the same person, can I just like take that back real quick? I'm stuck with it. It's fine.
I mean, nah, especially the job that I normally have. Not right now, because I'm working, just helping my brother renovate his house right now.
Bro.
But when I'm at school, I work in the IT department, which is not a very masculine job.
Yeah. No. No. Do
I
you
think
get?
you're great, buddy.
Thanks.
Do you get any, like, from your job? Is there anybody that's like that from there, or no?
I do have one coworker that is married to another man.
Gotcha. I have a coworker that's female, but she's not married, and it's weird. It's weird.
Does she work in a
that's my
hardware
job.
store?
Yes, I sure do.
Isn't she the one that has a crush on like your like manager's daughter or whatever, so they don't do anything to her?
Yes, but I'm not sure how far I can go with this conversation.
Probably not far. Probably not far.
Yeah.
Abort.
Yeah, I'm stopping now.
I mean, I slightly remember the conversation. Here, you want me to tell it? No, I'm joking.
No.
No, I remember.
No.
I remember the conversation. I remember Dirt breaking this down for us. But yeah.
Yeah. This is episode 1. I want there to be an episode 2. So please.
Dude, I can't
yeah.
find this comment.
You can't?
No, was it?
It was just look up iFunny comments that you made. I can't believe you're still looking. Like,
I've been looking this whole time. My audio messed up in the middle of that last like whole conversation where I didn't have any audio and I couldn't say anything. So I was just like, cool.
man, and I thought my recording was gonna be tricky.
I don't know what's
Yours
going on.
yours is gonna be fun. Have fun, Ethan.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
I just
Yeah.
didn't talk or anything. It's not gonna change.
Oh,
It's just when y'all were
okay.
talking.
gotcha.
Best
Yeah,
producer
no worries.
in the world. Yay.
Yeah, man.
I mean,
Hey, you
don't
got
have
the
to
role,
fix anything.
dude.
There. I am finding old memes that I have that are like kind of funny, and then I'm also finding ones that I have like doubles of that I saved like 2 days ago that I also have from like 6 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
Your meme long-term memory is not so good.
No, it's not.
Mm-mm.
Speaking
Your
of
long-term memory
coffee,
in general, just
I
doesn't
made
sound so good.
I made a great latte today at my house
Mhm.
because I have an espresso maker, whatever. It's freaking great. It was beautiful. I took an artsy picture.
You showed me. You sent me that picture.
Yeah, and it wasn't it pretty? Tasted so good. Some
Yeah, I saw
almond
it.
milk, 2 pumps of white chocolate, an espresso with some ice. Ooh.
Dude, you know what bothers me? Well, not really bothers me, but just bothers me is the wrong word. What weirds me out as far as coffee goes is that it's down to a science for some people. Like they get their lab coats on and they become scientists when they make coffee because it's a chemical reaction that can be like there's a science to it. Like there's like a legit the term science to it. There is an actual science to coffee, which is it's weird to me. It's something I can't wrap my head around because it's such like a
There's a certain degree that you're supposed to like boil your water
Right.
at to make your
Yeah.
coffee sweeter and taste better.
I mean, pretty much all
That's-
cooking and stuff is chemistry down at its basic level.
right. And then that's where, and I think I remember my chemistry teacher telling me about that because that's where when you start thinking of everything at a base level like that for like chemistry, that's when you get to like Breaking Bad sort of stuff is where you start doing that because then it's like just break it down because it's all chemistry, like it's all it is whenever you start cooking.
When I was taking chemistry in high school, it's just like everything is chemistry. Like all this stuff that's going on. You turning on your lamp, you driving down the road, you breathing, like so much shit that we do every day there are chemical reactions that are happening that we just don't realize. I'm staring at 2 LCDs right now, like chemical reactions right there.
Yeah, dude, it's pretty weird, man. It didn't hit me through chemistry. Like I didn't care in my chemistry class at all when it came to like
me neither. I hated
stuff like
chemistry.
that. Right, but it didn't really hit me as to how much like in the world it affects you until when you start talking about electrolytes. I'm like, I've heard that somewhere, and then they bring up Gatorade. I'm like, that's where it is. And then you start seeing like all of the other words that are used for chemistry popping up all
Calories.
over the place. Yeah, like stuff like that. And then you see like on the calorie section, like where it brings up all the facts, like that's just a bunch of chemistry. Like that's all it is.
Yup.
And it's crazy when you see it all in front of you like that.
Yeah. I'm sort of getting into that is I'm growing my hair out. My hair's getting really long right now.
Mhm.
And since it's really long, my girlfriend was like, all right, since your hair's getting super long, whatever you've been doing to your hair is not going to cut it because it high-key looks like shit. So we need to get you on a better hair care regime. And I was like, what's wrong with a 3-in-1 shampoo, body wash, conditioner, and then drying it like I'm mad at my scalp? She was like, everything is wrong what you just said. So we went out and we actually like bought some, and she was like looking at labels of like different shampoos and conditioners. She's like, it doesn't need to have this chemical or this chemical in it, and it should have this. And I'm like, okay, cool. And she like picked out a shampoo and a conditioner for me. She was like, all right, and then you need to like do this, and then like, so it's like you wash your hair, but don't wash your hair like with shampoo like too often because you'll strip all the natural oils. And then you need to condition it and then let your conditioner sit for 3 minutes in the shower, and then you rinse it out. And then when you dry your hair, since you have curly hair, you don't want to like go to town on your hair because then it'll get frizzy. You need to just like get like a microfiber towel and then put it on your head and then like scrunch your hair, and then you scrunch it, and then you let it air dry the rest of the way so you don't disrupt your curls and all this stuff. And so I've started getting on this hair care regime, and I'm like, it won't make that much a difference. My hair is fucking amazing right now, dude. Oh my god. Like, not right now because I was just working for like 6 hours, but like after I like on an average day, like I get out the shower, and then once my hair dries, I like run my hand through my hair, and I'm like, oh my god, it's so fucking soft. And all that breaks down to is just chemistry, how different chemicals react with your hair and
right.
different stuff like that.
I've always wished it was that easy for me. It is not that easy. Now, yes, I could like get to a point where it's down to a science like that for myself, but at the same time, my hair, I have like insane dandruff. Like, it's bad, and I get it from on my mom's side, and it's so annoying. So I have to have anti-dandruff at all times. Like, it has to be anti-dandruff. If I get anything else, it's going to look like it's winter and it's snowing around me. Like, it is bad. So yeah, and even when I use anti-dandruff and I dry off completely, I am completely dry. Like, I murder my scalp, like what you were talking about. I'll do that even to get it to dry, and I'll sometimes still get just slight dandruff, and it's so annoying. It's the most annoying thing, but yeah, it's not fun. So
I get dandruff on my left eyebrow, not my right.
What?
I don't know, man. My left eyebrow gets dandruff sometimes.
You're a freak.
How do you do that?
I don't know. I'll scratch my eyebrow and it'll be like white, like dead skin. I'm like, oh no, that's a bad thing.
Aaron, you remember that conversation we had when I was like, you know what? I've had the weirdest conversation I've ever had. And then I see, like, One Penny Too Many invited you to a party on Xbox Live, and I'm like, well, about to have my next weirdest conversation.
Yeah.
It's because of shit like this.
Yeah.
I can't help it. I have a left eyebrow dandruff.
Nobody.
I was born with it.
Aaron, I have dandruff on my left eyebrow.
Oh my god. That's some. Have either of you ever watched the show The IT Crowd?
I've watched it one episode with you before.
Okay.
No, I've
there's
not.
There's one character, Moss, who is probably the greatest character to ever grace television screens. And he's like a super
Oscar
nerdy
Rambo
dude.
Muslims.
And one episode he has like a little spray bottle of water that he keeps like on his belt and he claims it's because sometimes he gets a hot ear and he has to cool it down. So every so often in that episode he pulls out his spray bottle of water and like sprays down his ear, like gives his ear a couple spritz because he gets a hot ear. That's the kind of shit that you just said to me.
Yeah.
Left eyebrow gets dandruff.
Yeah, for real.
I go to the bathroom, I get a wet paper towel, I just sit there and rub it for a little bit, and then I'm good.
My gosh.
Dude. Your future wife's gonna leave you.
Yeah. Ow. Oh man.
I love you, Aaron.
Mhm.
I don't know if he's ignoring me because he hates me or
Oh,
if
man,
the audio's fucked up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Love you, Aaron.
I don't know. That's a pretty weird conversation that we just
Hello?
had. But bringing up, like,
No.
Cheaper by the
So
Dozen and Yours, Mine, and Ours is also pretty weird.
That's true.
Yeah.
My brother's dogs are going insane.
Nice. Have fun doing yours now. So you have my weird background sounds on my audio.
Yeah.
You'll have Aaron having just dead silence and stuff just hitting around as he's gone for a moment to deal with. And then you'll have those dogs barking on yours. So
Were y'all
have
asking me
fun.
questions? Because, again, dead silence, man.
Yep.
Yeah, no,
No. He didn't hate me.
Oh,
Do you
it's
hate
broken
me?
again.
Yeah.
It's gone again.
And he said, I'm going to assume he said that he's gone again.
Yeah. It sounded like, it's gone again.
Yeah.
God.
Man, so
This
we
podcast
basically
is
just
really
have
falling apart at the seams.
we basically just have Noah here today. Is what I'm getting at. We might as well just have Noah. Like,
Yeah. Gosh. Maybe we can get Tay on sometime. He has Audacity
no.
on his computer.
that's
Oh,
what I
I'm
was gonna mention before we started, was that it'd be super cool if we got more than just, like, I'm totally okay with anybody, like, honestly, anybody showing up. I wouldn't mind.
Joseph Stalin.
That's fine. You know what? Yeah, cool dude. He has some great parties. You know, he had one really terrible one, but you know.
Yeah, dude. If we got Joseph Stalin on the podcast, we might actually
Yeah.
get some views.
Yeah, we just might.
Hey, Derek. I'm scrolling
Yes.
through my phone, still looking for said meme.
Oh my.
And
Jesus.
I found the soldier one. It's like they gave him death
Oh,
to hero.
yeah.
He's like, why did you shove a rifle up his butt? And he's like, it's what he would have wanted.
It's what he would
It's
have
what
wanted.
he would have wanted. It's what he would have wanted, man. It's what he
For
would have wanted.
context, it's right after they announced that he was gay on Overwatch.
Yes.
It was like a day after or so.
Mm-hmm. That's what he would have wanted, man.
I really hope that I find this meme and it turns out it's from you or something. Like that.
No,
you
it
say that
won't
you're
be.
blaming me.
It won't be. It won't be. I remember this exact conversation. I know exactly when it happened too, as far as like the location, not the exact time.
There's like,
Not
I don't
that good.
peddle in shitty coffee memes.
Yeah, no, I do not. I do not. Whenever I am on iFunny, and it's very, very rare for me to be on iFunny, I only find the stuff that's decent because that is the highest quality from iFunny is decent.
I mean, that's
It's
fair.
either that or they steal from certain YouTubers. It's one or the other. So it's either decent or that's their top tier stuff. Right?
Bungie
Or
took
it's
the
just
kids.
a clip of Misfits.
Yeah, but yeah. He's filtering. So he's filtering through
I'm in
the group chat. So
I'm in December right now.
yeah, no, it was. Where was it?
So this is when Activision and Bungie split, and that was
Yeah.
announced.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Here's when Dragon 4
Bungie
Age
took
4 was just announced.
Yep.
Soldier 76, maybe I'll be gay. Tracer, I'm already gay.
Yeah. That was when that meme was popular. Jeez. Yeah, that's a long time ago.
Dude, I'm
Gosh.
committed.
Yeah. I'm just realizing now.
Dude, we're
'cause
gonna
that's-
run out of time on the podcast before you get to find
Yep.
this meme.
If
Yep.
I can find it, we're gonna post it. Like you gotta put it in the editing somewhere.
Yeah,
if I find
it'll
it.
be at the
If you
very
find
end.
it, send it to
Yeah.
me.
I will.
Yep.
I'll put it up.
At the end, and make sure that there is no iFunny tag at the bottom, please, because I know there will be one on that picture that he sends you, Ethan.
Yeah.
Just crop that.
Why?
that
You
out,
already said it'd
'cause,
be from there. It's fine.
it's just
What I find hilarious. All right, so I see some Destiny ones, and there's
Mhm.
like shoulder charge joking ones, like about Titans being OP.
Yep.
You sent one of those 2 weeks ago, and you sent one back in January 4th. So like,
Yeah.
it's never gotten nerfed. Like it's still broken.
No, it's a constant thing. But you know what? That can stay because that's a one-hit kill system. Ace of Spades and Whisper, nah, that's gotta go. That's not okay.
Yeah, One-Eyed Mask, perfectly balanced. Sleeper Sim and Whisper, question mark? Not balanced at all.
Nah, nope, that's not balanced.
I'm just
sorry.
angry that my exotic's getting nerfed. It's
you.
not
Mhm.
OP. There's
Yes, it is.
no reason that they should take away my triple Nova Bomb.
Oh,
just saying.
yeah.
Like 87 Nova Bombs in one strike.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I walked in a place yesterday, me Derp and Noah, or me, Ethan and Noah were doing a strike Derp, and I throw a Nova Bomb out. I'm like, guys, don't shoot. I throw a Nova out. I was like, okay, guys, don't shoot. I throw another Nova
Oh
out.
my god.
He's just spamming Nova Bombs, and I'm like, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait until that exotic is nerfed.
Yeah, no, that one should definitely be nerfed.
Okay.
Because I remember him doing.
Can we give some context to what we're talking about?
Yes.
So
we probably should.
So in the game Destiny 2, there are certain exotic armor pieces that give you back your super energy on kills, and your super is basically your ultimate ability. So it's does a lot of damage or does a lot of stuff. It does really good things, and normally you want to, save it, ration it out, wait until you really
Save
need
it.
it. But there are certain exotic armor pieces that if you get a kill or do enough shit with that super, then it gives you super energy back. One of the supers for the Warlock is called a Nova Bomb, which is basically a giant black hole of fuck you that flies and murders everything it touches.
And
And
when
it
it blows
also-
up, it goes into smaller Nova Bombs too.
Yeah. and you can pick a certain one that tracks your enemies, and when it blows up, like 5 little mini version black holes of fuck you go out and seek anything that the big ass one didn't kill. And with this one exotic helmet called the Skull of the Dire Ahamkara, you can kill like 2 things and you've got a whole nother Nova Bomb again. And so you can be Aaron and just spam Nova Bomb after Nova Bomb after Nova Bomb. And Bungie announced that they're nerfing that exotic, along with some others that do effectively the same thing on other classes and subclasses. And Aaron was like, "Why are they taking away my good exotic? It does the only good thing." And then we were, the other day, I think it was yesterday, we were playing a strike, and he was just spamming Nova Bomb after Nova Bomb. And I'm like, yeah, you think it's overpowered, asshole?
No. Not at all.
Breaks the
It's
game.
not overpowered. It's not overpowered at all. No.
It just helps me win game at Prime, because all I do is just sit there and Nova the wizards constantly, and I catch up constantly, because nobody else does it. Like, I play game
That's
at
what I was
Prime,
gonna
I've seen
bring up.
2 other people do it. 2.
See, that's
And
why I like
I'm the only one that does it.
the Geomax stabilizers, because they don't give you Kamehameha energy back on kills or damage. They just extend its duration based on how much damage you do. So if you're constantly doing damage with your Kamehameha, it extends its duration. So you have a longer one so you can do more damage, but you still get it back just as slowly as you normally do.
Yeah, so they're not nerfing those, huh?
No, because they're
Alright.
they're pretty balanced. I mean, they're really good because they give you just a longer super activation, but they don't give you more super activations.
Wait, I thought they were nerfing the hunter, the hunter one.
They are nerfing Orpheus Rig.
Yeah, no, not just Orpheus Rig, but
And,
also the vest.
No,
Are
that's
they-
no. That's a Warlock one too. That's
No,
the
it's
one
not.
where you put down the rift. And
No,
when you shoot
that's
around-
not the one I'm talking about.
Oh,
You're
well,
talking
they're
about
nerfing
talking
that
about.
Dirt, you're talking about the Guishin vest,
Yes, Grecian vest.
which
too. French.
I think they are. It's not French. It's actually Korean.
Dummy. Get dunked on.
Idiot.
Yeah.
You guys
Korean
should hear
for
me
ghost.
pronounce Destiny 2 names. Ethan should keep his recording on constantly and just make a montage of me trying to pronounce exotic
Five
names.
bash, made bash him.
Yeah, well,
Bye.
I'll give you like leeway on some of the things that you can't say in Destiny, because those are just made
They're
up
stupid.
words.
Yeah.
Those are words that Bungie made up. Guishin, it's an actual word from an actual language.
Actual word.
I don't
So-
believe you. Prove it.
Look it
Like
up. You
I
have the internet.
I could see when if
Barely.
Aaron was to see the word Elixni, him going like
Alec Nay.
Alec, yeah, Alec Day.
100% would probably say that.
Yeah.
When it comes to like video game things, I don't care. I don't try. Like I just
Mhm.
don't. Like I'm just like, "Meh."
Yeah. No, you're good. You're good. That's why Ethan and I read lore tabs and you don't.
I'll tell you exactly what happened with the Guishin Fest, because people were saying Guizin, people were saying Guizin, and I was like, is it Gweisen? Because it's GW, and if it's German,
Mhm.
then it might be Gweisen. And I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna look it up. And so I Googled it, and then I was like, oh, it's Korean. Okay, all right. And then I looked up a YouTube video of people saying Guishin, and they were saying it like in conversation, like
And they were okay.
and there were
okay,
subtitles
gotcha,
that were
gotcha.
like such and such ghost, and they would say Guishin, and I'm like, oh, okay, so that's how you say it. Because I was curious, because there were so many conflicting opinions like online on like Destiny videos, people saying it and talking about it because it was a hot issue, because it was really
Yep.
broken exotic. People were talking about it all the time, and I was like, I'm hearing so many people say it so many different ways, and I have my theory of how it's said, and I'm just gonna have to look it up. And I looked it up because I figured it's probably an actual word and not one that Bungie just made up. And it was. And I figured out how it was said. So that's the only reason that I know how to pronounce that word semi correctly. I'm probably still Americanizing it a little too much, but
Yeah. Fun
not saying
fact: you started talking real smart, and Aaron left.
did he
so.
actually leave?
Yeah. I heard the door.
No, I didn't leave.
Oh, okay.
Not right here.
I thought he left.
I did hear
I heard the door
as well.
close. Yeah, so I was like,
Did you hear that
oh,
one?
okay.
Did you hear that door? It's probably my next door is like my door is right next to my mom's stepdad's.
Okay. Gotcha.
Ah.
No, dude, I'm still looking for this meme.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I...
Well,
yeah.
I'm at an hour and 10 minutes on my recording.
All right.
Yeah, no, same.
I haven't been here half the time, and the time I was here, my internet was messing up. So I don't feel fully involved in the podcast. So sorry if I wasn't involved.
Mhm.
I'm sure all of the One Penny Too Many fans out there will be super disappointed.
I'm
Hey,
sure
you
they
know,
will.
he has his
Tavish,
own YouTube
I know
channel.
you're upset about it.
So, yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
I also.
Huh?
Can you hear me?
Yeah?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I'm definitely lagging. Okay. I found Tavish's engagement in our group chat, like when he got engaged.
Oh,
Wow.
that's impressive. I totally even forgot. I wasn't
He,
sure.
the
Because
comment
he
said,
just texted
"You
it,
can
right?
tell about my priorities because I got engaged to the group, or I messaged the group chat before I messaged my own family."
Ah.
Yeah, makes sense.
Mm-hmm. His true priorities.
It's good to know he's loyal to the boys.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Loyal to the boys.
I just finished the group chat. I just finished everything. I've never found it. September 24th.
Nice.
Hello, I've gathered
made
you
it.
all together for absolutely no reason.
Yeah, I
That was
remember
my
that.
first text
I remember
message.
that. Shoot, I even remember where I was when I got that text message. I remember exactly where I was.
I was sitting in my dorm.
I
I
was
was at the bank probably.
down.
Yeah, 3:30.
I was down by our power tools. Fun fact. In like the little corner section of our power tools.
Nice.
So yeah.
Well, do y'all want to go ahead and end it off before my internet messes up again, so I can actually hear when we
Yeah.
close?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. So thank you all for watching the White Noise podcast, and hope to see you guys.
If you made
next
it
week.
this far, bless you.
Yes.
Love you.
Bless your face.
Hit that face with your like button. No, wait.
Wah.
Wait.
All right.
See y'all next week.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.